what's up? And today I'm going to be doing a review on the Samsung Galaxy S3 Rugby Pro Edition. So this was actually originally my dad's really old work phone, and he ended up getting a new phone last year actually. And so I thought I'd go into detail. So first I might as well start with the design. For it being a modern phone, it lacks a lot of modern specs for sure. Like this huge bezel in this top speaker, although the Pixel still has it. It's not really popular. And these bottom buttons. Now as you guys can see, this thing still has a lot of dust. But I do like the form factor, the fact that this thing fits in your hand and you can use these buttons comfortably is really nice, as well as something that is still used around today, the assistant button. Now this thing doesn't have Bixby, this thing is on a really old version, but you get some nice features, like the fact that you can open any app. Like the camera app, all of that. You can see your news, but it doesn't really work. You can slide to unlock, and this thing features one of my most favorite pathways in is face unlock. Now, as you guys, so it didn't recognize me that time, but pretty much how it works is, if I can get this thing open, you can swipe up, and then this thing pops up, and then you put your face, and it won't recognize me right now. But there's that, and plus it comes with a passcode. So here's what I can tell you. This thing works really good in like a lot of good light conditions. So if this thing, if it's not too dark or not too bright, it'll authenticate. If not, then it won't work. And this thing works a lot better than my Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini for face unlock. So that's one thing I like really much about this phone. The next thing I like is the fact that you have the wake up command to unlock. So if I pretty much, hi Galaxy, it'll have me authenticate, and then it brings me right into my assistant. So it's just gonna go past this, couldn't find a face, and then I put in my passcode. And it brings me right into the assistant. Now the downside is if I lock this thing here, you don't get an assistant like right on your screen. So you can't like press it and it'll automatically come up. That is a thing I believe on the newer phones, like the S6 above, something like that. So you are stuck with that. Even if I try pressing it on here, it doesn't work. May launch the app, but not really. So the nice thing you do get with this is a haptic vibration. So you press on these, vibrates really nicely. That's something that even like iPhones have with their newer home buttons. They could be
Page 4 of 5. Page 3 of 5.
Now I will tell you this, navigating the screen is really hard. It is kind of a bit laggy for this thing, and it runs an outdated software. But I will tell you some of these features aren't really that outdated. Like you still get GPS, you still get power saving, all that you get. You get like your Bluetooth, your basic stuff. You get these two like accessibility options, accessories. You get like pairing, like you get NFC is what I should be calling it. So like you get, that's really cool. However, you don't get this slide down with 2 fingers feature, so even if I try sliding it down with 2 fingers, it won't work. You have to slide down with 1 finger. And one thing I don't really like about these things is just the fact that you get all this like bloatware on there. Like just all of this Sam's or AT&T stuff. And this is a thing with modern phones too. It's just like the fact that you get these stupid AT&T apps, like stuff that you guys don't even use, and you can't uninstall it. Bloatware is the word for it. You also get like Samsung and Google stuff. Now, here's what I will tell you guys. This thing still, it does support widgets. Does support a lot of basic stuff. And it is really nice. Now, the battery for this thing, I haven't used it that much, but it is a small battery. And so I'll go into the about stuff too. So I'll scroll down all the way to about device. If we click on this, software update, that's just for, like, the SIM card update, which I don't have a SIM card in. Took it out. But this is the build number and everything. So the Android version is 4.1.2. Like I said, this thing has an outdated software. And we are running Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Get this really nice. Well, it's not really an animation. But that's the software this thing is running. And you need 4.2 in order to support a lot more features. And this thing can't even get it. Okay, guys, sorry, I got another notification. Thanks to Apple, they stop your recording when you get a stupid notification. Stupid. But anyways, so the camera app on this thing, done. The camera app on this thing isn't too bad. If it'll load and let me get into the camera app. I will for sure just do it. The camera is fuzzy, to be honest, and it is dark. I'm gonna do a quick video here. Okay, guys, so one thing too, I might as well show you guys while we're in the camera app. You have a lot of these effects. You can go through and change them here. Something that's really neat about even like old Samsung phones. Like you have a portrait mode, self-portrait mode, something that is only available on the iPhone 8 Plus. You have these nice like effects for taking photos. You can choose like which one you want to do. You can do flash, you can do the other way around. And have a timer, guideline, shutter sounds, all that. You can control from in here, which is pretty good for a smartphone like this. Okay guys, so this is the Play Store, so This thing still supports a lot of games, although gameplay isn't that bad. But a lot of basic games are supported on here. I am going to do a speed test as well as a quick gameplay demonstration in another video. But a lot of these things are still supported. They just won't really be supported for that much longer. Once Android Q comes out, the Play Store, a lot more apps will start not being supported for this thing. Hold on. But again, not a lot of things really are going to be supported soon. So quickly, I will do a screen record test. So let's search for a. So actually, quickly too, while I'm here. So this thing supports features where you can swipe to text, something that iOS isn't going to have until iOS 13 comes out. And it isn't amazing. Like for me, I don't use it a lot on here. Then another feature too is this keyboard vibrates. You can't really hear it. It's something you have to feel for yourself. Let me try to put it up close and see if you guys feel it. You guys probably couldn't hear it that well. But it vibrates on here too. When you have power mode on, it won't vibrate though, at all. And then you also have the write to text thing here, so I can draw a eye. It's hard to do it with one hand. But you can draw on here, which is pretty cool. So let's just do a quick download test while I am here. Oh, hold on. There we go. Recorder. Let's try this one here. Install. And I will get back to you guys once it installs soon. Okay guys, so this installation was pretty quick. It took 1 minute, but it also wasn't a huge file. So let's click on open and we will open this thing up. From there I'll do a quick screen record test to see how good this thing is with a screen recorder. So it is currently the next day, and for some reason, hold on, I get this when I try to screen record. So in other words, this thing doesn't really support screen recording that well. So this thing, if you're trying to screen record on it, here's what I will tell you. Go ahead and like try it all you want. It won't really work. And just for the one I tried to install. So I'll do a quick little demonstration on the Bixby button, or the assistant button, sorry. So you just press, you hold, and you'll feel it vibrate. And then it brings up your Google Assistant. This isn't really Google Assistant, this just searches stuff on the web. So one of the cool things about this in all Android phones, especially the ones around this area, is you can tell it to do something like open YouTube. Open YouTube. There, it froze up. But you get the idea. So I guess while I'm here, I will do a quick little speaker test. So just so you guys know, this thing has only one speaker, which doesn't sound like a lot. You can't really see it here unless if I turn. Let me go into a brighter spot. So this is a one speaker here. So let's try to play a non-copyright video. Sorry guys, my phone paused for a quick second. but let's play this right now. This is at max volume. Sounds pretty loud. Now I don't have a decimal measure. As you guys can see, that's pretty loud. Okay guys, so I am just using this little app on my phone to test, see how loud it gets. Quick test with an app that is like a meter for this thing. So now I'm going to go in and install benchmarks, and let's see what type of benchmarks we can run. Okay guys, so I tried running in To Do on this thing, and I pretty much had to restart my phone when I'm running in To Do. But this is like the closest I can really get that. So let's go dig in the back a little bit more and see like what materials this thing has. So as you guys can see, you got the plastic. This switch here, that moves pretty easily. It has really nice sides. I'm curious to see how this thing does in a drop test actually. So let's get into it. So of course you have to switch this thing from unlock. So this is the unlock position, and you'll see it too. It says the lock symbol. Twist it from there to the unlock symbol. It does take a while to get used to. And then on the side, you're just going to want to peel it off. So sometimes these things have a hump. Just look for it. Mine was like down here, but yours may be different. So this is the battery. Nice size battery. I'm curious what. So this is a 3.7 lithium battery, 6.85 width. Let's see what it says on the other side. 1850 milliamps. So this is almost 20 milliamps. Not a lot for a phone. That's why, for sure, this thing, the battery on this thing drains like crazy. Then you guys have your SIM card slot, as well as your micro SD slot. So this thing supports, I believe, up to a 32 gigabyte one SD card slot. Speaker. Got your speaker grill right here. Your camera, that. And the screws up top, which you can unscrew and get into the phone even more. I actually am going to do that if I can find screws that support it. So, see you guys in a minute.